Russ Guise here. You joined me today on the banks of a fairly large day-ticket water in the West Midlands. It's Earlswood Lakes. It's a very prolific venue at times, although it's got a little bit tougher over the last few years with the stocks sort of decreasing for reasons we won't go into here. But we're here for a specific purpose today. You're going to be seeing how, as a pro team member, I go about using one of these. It's a deeper Pro Plus unit. Castable sonar, so if you want to follow me, I'll show you what it's all about. So back to business. Yeah, I'm just going to talk you through the initial things you need to know about the deeper unit and how to use it basically. I keep mine in this little deeper neoprene pouch, useful little item, clip it onto the rod, it stays on the rod then, just protects it a little bit more than having it banging about in your rod bag. Firstly, you'll notice that most of the time you'll see these, they're black. Well, I'm using it with a night fishing cap on it. Exactly the same unit and doesn't do anything extra special other than when you go into the app on your phone and you turn on the night fishing mode, this little fella flashes. Okay, so if you turn up to the lake, especially this time of year when it's dark at 4:30, you turn up to the lake and it's already pitch black. You're in a swim you don't know, give it a punt, check it out, it starts flashing. You can line it up with any of the sight lines, trees, houses, whatever, on the far bank from your position, and then just use it exactly the same way as you'd use it normally. Look at the app, and as soon as you find a mark that you're interested in, straight sight line, okay, that's to that third tree on the right or whatever it might be, and you know exactly where you're going to be trying to hit with your leads to have a look around it or even put a bait straight on it. So it looks a bit different to the normal ones because it's got this night cap on, which obviously anyone can purchase. First things you'll need to know is how to attach it. Now the straight attachment it comes with two of these little brass loop threads here, right, but you'll notice there's three holes. Well, for our purposes we're only interested in this one down here, the bottom one. This is the castable position, and then I believe that one's for elevated positions like cliff edges or high banks on rivers or bridges, and that top one there is for use off a boat. So what I'm going to show you now is, it's very simple to do, but how to attach the casting unit that you're going to use, the rod and line, to the unit. Very simple. Follow me. Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you basically how I attach the sonar unit to the chosen weapon of choice. I'm using just a standard spod rod set up here with a large spool reel, 35 pound plus floating braid leader, around about 15 yards long, and then attached to a nano braid. So all I've done is tied a overhand loop knot in the end of the braid, so it's like that, and then it's a simple matter of just going straight through the brass loop once and then passing the sonar unit, the deeper unit, straight through the loop, and then it pulls down. It's exactly the same as a knot to knot that you'd use on a leader or match fishing for Hoxton Island. So that's it, that's now attached. All you've got to do is wang it that way and we're ready to go. Right, first things first, obviously you need to know how to turn the deeper unit on. Couldn't be any simpler. It's just like that. As soon as it hits the water, that turns the unit on, and it's now transmitting, ready for the iPhone to pick up and use on the app, which I'm going to show you in a little bit more detail right now. Right, so what we're actually looking for, we know what depth it is out there. It's a fairly flat bottom, but what we're looking for is the start of the rise back up to the marginal shelf. It's not very savage, it's probably about 60 yards long, but we go from 10 foot to about 9 and a bit. You can see it's just sloping up here. Well, the last 3 times I've been, the fish have been just as that slope starts, just at the base of it, not right in the deep parts, but just at the base of it. Seems to be where the sort of the natural food seems to be sitting at the minute, which I've not caught anything on this shelf that you see it's coming up now, and I've not caught anything past it. So we literally are marking the very start of the shelf when it goes to 9 foot, which I've already clipped it up on there. It's 74 yards off the bank. So that's where we'll be fishing. We're going to ignore all this section here, because the last couple of sessions we've not caught anything on it. The fish have all been down just at the base of the marginal slope and before it gets into the stream bed, which is over 100 yards away. So 74 yards it is. That's where we're going to be putting the bait, and let's hope the deeper turns up a few fish for us.